Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So we got a lot of new stuff added into Phantasy Star today. Right away I'm going to mention to y'all, as soon as you log into the game, you'll probably want to go and limit break all your weapons and your armor, because we have plus 100 as an option to do on our weapons now. You can see here I have my Acrocelio Gunblade taken to plus 100, and it actually opened up having an 8th augment slot too. So I did the same thing with my armor here. You can see I got my armor all to plus 100 as well, limit broke and everything. It's just the same deal as before, you know, enhancing. You just throw some armor fodder and some weapon fodder at your stuff, and you'll be able to get your stuff to plus 100. Pretty easy. Now for filler slots, what I chose to do for my augment, you can see I put a raw tech doable DP augment on there. I thought that was a pretty nice little like temporary slot. We do have a new augment in the game, but it's pretty hard to get a hold of. But you can see currently right now with the boosted stats that I got from having this, it bumped my power up tremendously. So I have 470.7% weapon up potency currently right now. So it's pretty crazy. We're extremely strong. It bumped my battle power up to 4670. And as you can see, we actually got a level cap raise today too. We're level cap 105. So currently we can actually get our classes leveled up to a level 105. So we do actually have a new limited time quest here that you can run that's really good for EXP. So I popped a bunch of EXP boosters and I was getting like 2 levels a run. I went from 100 to 105 in just 3 runs of doing this. Citadel in the Forest. It's a pretty fast run. You can actually get some new armors inside of here too. There's a new Prograde armor. So there's a new 12-star armor that we have dropping in the game. And you can get that inside of this quest here. A lot of my alliance mates have been running this all day, and they've been getting some of these to drop. They've been like ranging like around 5 to 10 mil or something like that. And if you get a fix on it, that's really big money. So it's really worthwhile to run for these. These actually give like 7% potency versus the 6.5% that the Acrotasis use. So it's pretty nice. And we actually have info from a Dengeki article in Japan that there's going to be an upgrade progression path for these armors too. So it's pretty safe to go ahead and use one of these. And later on, you're going to be able to upgrade it into like further better armors and stuff. So it's pretty nice to try to farm these. There's a lot of really good stuff that you can get inside of this quest here too. Something I want to point out is going to be this Join Dia. This is a new augment capsule here that we have, and this is used for making the new augment capsule Ultia Domina. So I'll go ahead and show you all here what that looks like. So whenever you come to the enhancement lab, you can actually see Ultia Domina right up at the very top listing here. Now this Ultia Domina here, this has pretty good stats to it. It actually has 30 HP, 6 PP, 4.25% potency, and potency floor increase 3%. So it's a really powerful augment. This is what everybody's going to want to be using for their 8th augment slot, pretty much. But it's going to be a grind to try to get a hold of these, because as you see, you need all the different dominas to make this. You need 10 of each actually, so it's quite a grind. And you also need 50 of this Join Dia, this new augment that comes from running the limited time quest. So we do have a new limited time urgent quest. It's called the Shadow of the Fallen Star. Now this actually has some new enemies inside of it too, which is pretty cool. They're just reskins, but they have like new attacks and stuff, and it looks really neat. So some of the attacks are actually pretty neat. It's really easy to die in there if you're not careful. The enemies are pretty strong, but you can actually get a hold of the new armors inside of there too. You can also get a hold of those new Join Dia capsules to try to make that new Ultia Domina. So it's very worthwhile to run. And we actually have an urgent quest schedule and a concert schedule and stuff, so you don't miss out on all these when they pop up. So I'll leave a link in the video description below so y'all can check out the urgent quest schedule so you don't miss out on some of these. So we have some new mini episodes of story that's been put into the game, and this is going to be progressing the story with some dialogue and stuff after defeating Darkfall's Vial. So quite looking forward to playing through this later. Whenever you log into the game, you can just check the little story tab on your, like where you check your tasks and quests and stuff. And you can see that there's going to be a thing there where you can follow it and go over and talk to Ina. And that's going to start off with the mini episodes. So Sega made some really good improvements to the wanted list. I'm going to show y'all here. If you open up your menu and you go to personal, there's actually a wanted list here now that you can alter. Now this is actually like all your items that you would add from like AC scratches. You could like view other players' lookbooks and add items from there, or like augment capsules that you're looking at in player shops and stuff like that. Anything that you're adding, it's going to show like a nice little icon on it now. Now they made it to where you can actually like keep like EX augment combos like selected as favorites now too. And you can see here on the screen, I have like my risky stance, endure pain, PB boost, and lively HP Starling. It's one of my favorite PB boost combos that I have for EX augments. And now that I have this highlighted, it'll actually show an icon for me anytime that I have one of these in my inventory, which is on my gunblade here. So you can see that it's actually like highlighting this on my gunblade. Now the way that you add these EX augments to your favorites is whenever you're like highlighting your weapon. Of course, if you have like a mouse You can just like tab over here to like tab 3 to view the details. But if you're on a controller, you're gonna have to hit either your left trigger if you're an Xbox player or your L2 if you're a PlayStation user, and it switches like your target where you're like highlighting, and then from there you can just tab over to tab 3 here. And then once you go down to highlight like your different EX augments, you open up the EX augment and it'll give you like the description here. And once you click on the description here, this is where you would actually like add it to your want list. Now you have to add all 3 of a particular like augment that you want in order for it to search like the perfect 3 combo. Hopefully they'll add us more of these like favorite save slots later, because there's definitely more than just 3 of them that I want to like look out for. But you would add like a particular like 3 combo, you get like to save like 3 favorites. So like I'm going to be having like my PB boost combo here and I'll be looking out for it. And anytime I'm running for content, if I like get to the end of the quest and it shows me my drops and like the little drop filter when I'm going to like pick out all the Claritin weapons and stuff, I'll actually see like a little icon like that on the top left of the weapon, and I'll know that that has like a special thing on it that I'm looking for, like my particular EX augment combo list. So now you can actually search really well for like anything that's like special to you when it comes to your drops. And it means that you could even actually like sort like your category, your inventory like this, and it's gonna like point out like things that you're gonna want to keep onto a lot easier. And this even works when it comes to like augment capsules and stuff too. Like for example here, if I was to go down here and look at this like I got this raw tech double DP augment here. If I was to add this to my wanted list, you can now see that it shows that little red icon on it like that there. And if I was to be running any content, it'll actually show a rare drop for me because something on my wanted list actually dropped. So it's a pretty nice little new sort feature that we have, nice little new quality of life. It's gonna make finding things a lot simpler. So Sega ended up updating the search when it comes to series for weapons. This is a really nice update here. I'm a big fan of this. I've wanted this for a long time. You can even see in the little yellow text up there at the top, it's gonna show how you would do this with an example of Prim Sword with a question mark. So you can do this with any weapon series that you want to now. So for example, I put an Exelio sword with a question mark on the end, and it's actually going to show me any Exelio weapons within that series without me having to type in specifically like Gunblade or Wand or any of them. It's just going to show me all of these, and it's going to make it much easier for you to actually like search for the fixes now. Because previously you had to go through and search all 17 weapons to see what the cheapest fixa was, and now you can actually just find out what the cheapest fixa is via doing the search method here. So you can like pick up like your fixa 4s or your fixa 3s or whatever if you're trying to like build up like a fixa fodder or something. So we do have a couple of new faces that got released into the game. We have 3 different new faces, animatics face, so it's pretty cool looking. So be sure to check those out inside of the Salon. Now going along with that, we actually have like some Get Outfits campaigns going on. And there's also a Use the Salon to Your Heart's Content campaign going on too. So if you want to check out the new faces, first I would suggest make sure that you make a save slot of your current character so you don't mess things up, that you can always go back to revert to if you don't like the new face when you try it out. But currently right now the Salon is completely free, so you don't have to worry about using like any like Salon passes or anything like that. You can just mess with it as much as you want to, and that's going to last until July 1st. So you can go in there and use the Salon to Your Heart's Content campaign. It's pretty nice. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we also have campaigns scheduled for the urgent quest. So we have the new limited time urgent quest. And going along with that, they're actually paying you 500,000 in Meseta from a limited time quest from running the urgent quest. And they'll also give you a couple of these like new outfits that they have here. And if you scroll further down here for the Citadel and the Forest limited time quest, there's actually going to be some limited time tasks for that too. And they'll give you some more like 500,000 in Meseta, a couple of SGs, and like a couple of like outfit things and stuff too. So a pretty nice little incentive to get in the game and like do some of the new content that they have put in the game. So we do have a really cool new AC scratch that got put into the game. Sonic Style Heroines is the new scratch that's in the game. Now this one is the Sonic collab that we have, of course, and inside of the prize listing, all of these outfits are really cool. We have like a Tails themed outfit, we have Sonic themed outfits, and we also have Shadow themed outfits, and there's also some motions and stuff for Shadow. These are all extremely expensive because they look pretty sick. I saw a player with the full like Shadow getup in the lobby, and it looked really neat. So this is constantly like flapping animated doom wings here, these motions. So a lot of people are probably gonna like these. There's one for every single move that you do too, so you pretty much constantly would have like your doom wings out. These look really neat. There's also some other cool like accessories and different things inside of here, just all a whole bunch of like Sonic themed stuff. There's actually some nice music discs that we have inside of here too, a couple build parts, all sorts of stuff, so just be sure to check it out. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of things in here that people are going to want to mention too. If you are going to be doing some AC purchasing and you play on Epic Games, I am an Epic Games partner. You can use my creator code THUNDATHIGHS if you would like to support me. You can see that on the screen here, the creator code THUNDATHIGHS. If you decide to use it, thanks a lot for the support. There's been some new cards added to the Line Strike lineup, and this is actually like PSU related cards. As most of y'all probably know, I'm a big fan of PSU. So I thought it was really cool seeing some of the cards here from the classic PSU game. That's the one that got me into the series. So we got Ethan Weber here, Karen Era, Lion Martinez, Magashi, Renvolt Magashi, and then we also have Vivian, and then the Dark Vivian, and Amelia, and also Nagisa. So it's pretty cool seeing some of these cards got added in here. You can get these from the new Line Scratch card lineup. They do mention something in here about there being a new beginner-friendly starter pack featuring the 5th wave cards that's been added to the AC shop. I went through the AC shop looking at the Line Strike cards, and none of them really stood out to me because I don't actually play Line Strike, so I don't know per se what's new there. So if you're into Line Strike, I'm sure you're probably going to be able to figure it out. I wish that they had actually kind of made it more obvious or put it up to the top or something, so I really don't know which one's the new one, y'all. I'm sorry. So Sega ended up altering the way that the icon for the premium set looks. It looks pretty dope. I'm a pretty big fan of the way this new ticket looks. There's nothing really changed aside from just the appearance of the ticket. I just wanted to point it out. The premium set here, you can see one of my icons here for this 15-day one that I have. It's like a black and gold looking ticket now. It looks really good. And there's actually a thing over in the AC shop. If you was to go to the AC shop here, you can actually see like an enlarged version of it here, and they just kind of highlight all the different little benefits of getting premium. I don't think there's actually anything new that was done to it per se, which I wish they would have done since they're like highlighting it so nicely now. It would have been nice if we had like a nice new feature or something. Maybe 100 save fashion slots would have been really cool. That's something I'm looking forward to them doing later. But they actually have like some pretty nice little sales inside of the AC shop here too. I wanted to point out to y'all. A couple of them is like for some different like hairdos and stuff like that. And there's also a premium set bonus here that's on sale. It's 1,000 AC here and you get like an extra little bonus of 20 star gems and also an in color change pass ×5. So it's a little bit of a discount. Normally the premium 1 month is like 1,300 AC, I believe. So it's a little bit of a sale. So Sega updated the item trader Travis, where we would normally do like our weekly trades and stuff. They actually updated it to be a little easier to navigate now. There's like several categories here, so it's going to be a little easier to get through here because this category list was getting really big. So now they've changed it around a little bit. Now going along with this, I also want to point out to y'all the Arks Circuit badge exchange here. There's a couple of new camos inside of here. Well, it's not really new. It's just revives of old camos that we've had before, but they changed them out. These will be lasting until August 5th. So the Ark Circuit ranking for this week is a pretty simple one. This is going to be the Central Alio Board Stage 1 solo, so I'm sure most of you know where this is, but we'll go ahead and open the world map here, and you will find it right over here. It's in Central Alio at the Halfina Plains West for U3. It was just started up right there. Make sure you go do a run of that this week so you get your Ark Circuit badges. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for the video. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Stay safe and have a wonderful day, friends. I'll see you all in the next one.